Oops.
I did it again.
I did it again. Good morning. Happy Tuesday to you. We had
Buenos dias.
a crazy evening last night. We had an hour and a half without electricity.
Here's your coffee.
And it was kind of on the warm side. Good morning, Leslie. Good morning, Pat. It was on the warm side.
Good morning, Marie. Good morning, Debbie.
Hello,
it was
hello.
toasty last night.
It
but
was.
The breeze was
The
gorgeous.
breeze was gorgeous, and we were
upstairs.
fully prepared to sleep upstairs.
Well, fully prepared is.
You said you were.
I said that we would if we had to.
I was fully prepared to sleep upstairs. The breeze was so perfect
It
up
was.
there. And downstairs, we've figured out we are
Hi, Sandra.
we are extending our wall.
Good morning, Cheryl.
Hello.
Our constructor is gonna get mad at us, I think.
You think?
Changing it up again.
Well, we're just adding to the bill. Does he really care if we add to the bill?
And the time frame.
Well, yeah, the time frame is a problem. And these guys are so slow because it takes 4 days. 4 days.
And I
to
think
do
they
3
must
walls.
have all been girls because none of them are here celebrating Mother's Day, apparently.
Happy Mother's Day in Mexico. May 10th is Mother's Day for all of you lovelies. So if you are in Mexico, God bless you. Happy Mother's Day.
And I think it extends to me because I'm a mother-in-law of a Mexican lady.
Fair enough. And yesterday, Zach and Chuita were with the girls in Nuevo Vallarta for a walk. And Zach starts yelling for Amberlyn, because that's just what you do.
We all yell for Amberlyn.
And then Monica and Tony are on bicycles, and they hear somebody yelling Amberlyn. Never met Zach, never met Amberlyn. And then she asked the question.
But knew the name.
She knew that name. So if you're going to pick a name,
ask.
you need to pick a name that rolls off the tongue.
When you yell it.
And a name that's a memorable name. When we chose Zach's name, I chose Zach's name. We were at a video game mall in Edmonton. There used to be this Chinese mall where you could get in stuff from Japan. So I used to get video games from Japan. They were so far ahead of the Canadian and American video games. But in there, a father was in, and he was yelling, "Zachary, get here now!" And I said, that really
That's a yellable name.
That just rolls right off the tongue. That is going to be our son's name. Now, the daughter's name, that was stupid. We were going to call Zach Prasha. What the hell is that?
Thank God he was a boy.
God,
well,
because
still is.
I can't imagine calling a kid Prasha. And I don't even know where that came from.
Oh, probably a video game.
No, you got something on your chin. Yeah.
It's called sweat.
No, it was a white thing.
Probably paper towel. So Randy, good morning. Cheryl says that they arrive Monday for 8 días. 8 días.
Wow.
Woo, baby.
Yeah, so we are. I think we'll definitely see Monica and Tony very soon. Good morning, Nicholas from Canada. Yeah, sorry about that.
Sad
man.
face. That's funny.
Sorry, man.
Good morning, Julie.
Winnipeg. Gotta love it, dude. Gotta love Winnipeg.
I love being from these places. I don't like going to them.
People are like, "Oh, where are you from?" I said, "I love being from Edmonton. Edmonton is a great place to be from. It is a terrible place to live." Now, we did find out yesterday also that all 3 of our children that live in Canada qualify
to get that visa program.
For the visa, but they have to come this year.
So they have to get here, yeah.
That part sucks because it's going to be tough. And then not only that, when you're crossing, this is a funny thing. When you cross the border, they give you whatever days they determine. It could be a week. It could be 180 days. You cannot choose that. But all of our kids need a 7-day visa, and they will stay for 2 weeks because then we can make this work. And I don't know how we're going to do that. That's going to be crazy.
It'll work. It'll work. If it works, it works. And if it doesn't, then they're on their own. We've done our best.
That's true. Absolutely.
So
we also found out that we can make the purchase of that other place work with checks and stuff. Christie went to the bank and got a password or a signature or something. What did you have to do?
I forgot my password for my online banking because I don't use that account very often.
Who forgets their online passwords?
Who knows them?
We have a program.
Who knows them?
We have a program.
Who knows them?
That remembers everything for you, so you don't have to. If you're not using LastPass, you really should. It's like $20, $25 a year, and it remembers everything. And you install a program on your browser, and it's like, hey, you want me to remember that for you? Say yes.
How do they escape Canada? That's a good question, Cheryl. We're still working on those details.
Yeah, but that part's easy. It really is. You can just drive across and fly. It's just so weird. Like your governor or your prime minister who went to Ukraine. This is a funny story. He went to Ukraine, a country with a 35% vaccination rate. And Trudeau was maskless. Now in Canada, you've got 90% vaccination rate. He says you must wear a mask. He does not give a shit about any of you. He doesn't even give a shit about the mask. It is a game, folks. A freaking game. So you guys need to ride his ass. So it's good.
Wow, John got up on the wrong side of the bed this morning.
No, I'm just sick and tired of this hypocrisy and garbage. They're all vested. They're all making money from billionaires and tax deals and share prices. Mm-hmm. They're making money. Don't you worry. But they're making money at your expense.
So Jolene says it is muggy and warm with gray skies in Texas. And then she said we could adopt her and Charlie Girl. Well, we don't need to be adopted to be able to do this program. It's just if you've been here before 2020.
So Leslie says Trudeau's a hypocrite. And how do you drive across the border unshot when they require a pass? They don't ask.
There are some borders and some guards that don't ask. So
they don't ask.
Just got to take your... Some do. Don't say they don't ask. Some do.
The little Nazis ask. So don't find a Nazi. If they do this all the time, just keep passing.
Good morning, Donna.
Hello, Donna. What can we tell these fine folks today? What's going on in our
Jim
world?
and Tessa are in town.
Jim and Tessa, yes, saw Tessa at Mega yesterday while I was on the phone. Sorry, could not chat.
Saw Jim at the bank.
I was actually pacing on the phone for half an hour.
Oh, I know.
Through Mega.
I would have killed him. If I was there with him, I would have killed him.
Because I was chatting with somebody. We have the weirdest situation.
They rejected the appointment for Zach today. They went all the way into town.
Wow. And we paid for it.
I'm quite curious as to por qué.
Well, it doesn't matter right now. It doesn't matter right now. We will find out very soon. But yeah, Nicholas says, I used to use LastPass, but when they put a price on it, I switched to Bitwarden. It has all the same features, but it's free. So, well, my only concern is with free stuff. When it's free, you're usually the reason that it's free, and they're using your data somehow. Maybe they don't, maybe they do. I don't know. Maybe it's a bunch of programmers sitting around doing stuff for free. Maybe. I don't know. What are you looking at, honey?
They're saying because he's not Mexican. Shirley keeps sending me the reasons, so it's because he's not Mexican, so he has to register it somewhere. So she's trying to rebook it. But that's tough for Zach because he had to ask for time off for work and.
Yeah, it is. In Mexico, they do make it very weird to follow the rules.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Now to jump back to the situation, we have in 18 years we have never had this happen. So what happened is when you set up a trust in real estate in Mexico, you have two primary beneficiaries. You have primary benefit. Well, we are assuming you have two. It's a husband and wife, or whatever. Two people. But primary beneficiary A, primary beneficiary B. When A dies, goes to B. B dies, goes to A. When A and B die, boom, then the substitute beneficiaries are activated. Well, on this property, instead of doing this, they said, well, if he dies, it goes to his sisters. The problem is one of the sisters died. So we have a substitute beneficiary that is dead. Now, if you're going to sell a property...
And a primary beneficiary.
And a primary who's dead. So it has complicated our lives, something fierce, and it may have to go to probate. So the reason to create the trust is so you don't have to go through probate, take the 2 to 5 years. You don't have to do that. You just pay a couple bucks. And I say a couple, but it's a couple $1,000. and to make it happen. But this time, if it goes to probate,
it's a bit of a thing.
it is going to be very costly. So this is something that most people need to think. You need to pick somebody who you think is probably not going to die.
You need to pick someone that's going to outlast you.
Yeah.
That's why we usually recommend your kids.
But even then, it's the A to B, B to A. That is the magic.
Yeah, that one I didn't understand why that happened, because very seldom do a husband and wife pass at the same time.
Yeah, it is odd, but it does happen. I mean, if they've been married a long time, for whatever reason, they seem to die at the same time. Mostly, I think it's if the wife dies first, the husband dies real quick because they want to. And if the husband dies, the wife, she lives and just goes with her girlfriends and travels the world,
She
has a
lives
great
her
time.
Best life.
I can't figure this out.
Well, women are smarter.
I guess so. And men just want to die.
Don't make me make it happen.
All right. So yesterday we were chatting about Mexico City, our Mexico City trip. We've got some stuff planned, but then the dog ran away. And that just ruined everything. Not our dog.
No, but up until when they leave, it is planned. That stuff is all done.
Okay.
So it's the stuff afterwards now with just Jeff and Claudia.
So we're going to do the hop on, hop off. I'm going to get the AC and just get it for her so she stops.
It's right here.
She is such a freaking fidgeter. At nighttime, I'm like, let me hold your hand. She holds her hand, and then she's like, every 3 seconds, she's touching something and doing something and scratching something. And I'm like, I just want to sleep. I just want to sleep.
Then don't hold my hand.
Then don't do a million things afterwards. It's like you're
Good morning,
pacing.
Bill.
It's like you're pacing in bed.
Oh, so you're going to stop pacing?
No, of course
Hey,
not.
you two, women don't kill John. Hot today. Yes, ma'am. It is very humid today. It is. I'm just feeling it. So let me see what the humidity is.
And I wear plastic. So when I wear plastic, a day like today gets really hot. My second cup of coffee today. And really it was a half a cup. Because Christie hates it when I have to share more than one cup.
Zach said that apparently my bribe wasn't strong enough to get him in.
Sorry, man.
Weather. That's what I was looking at.
Yeah, we live in a very, very strange country right now. And really, I think that they're just kind of punishing America, which kind of bleeds over to everybody. It's just this game, and it sucks.
24 degrees at 81% humidity.
Wow.
At 10:13.
Wow. So we have our air conditioner at 18. It's a 1.5 ton. And the windows are all open, and we don't care because we have solar panels.
It was 0 here with a trace of snow. Yeah.
I saw yesterday snow on the ground, or Mother's Day. Regardless, in central Alberta, it's crazy town. I mean, it snows in August. We've had the August long weekend, which is the first week in August, and it snowed. It's not fun, guys, to snow in August. That's really when I knew that I knew
that we had to get
done.
out.
I was so done in Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if it snows in the summertime, just get the hell out. You're too far north.
You're too far north. Yeah.
Yeah. And for Canada, I think all of Canada is too far north. I really do. Do you know how many times when I was growing up, I'd be always like, if it was warm here, I wouldn't mind paying these crazy taxes.
That was yesterday. It was still on the ground this morning. We had a huge dump of snow in my area of Calgary.
Yikes. That is crazy town. So yeah, but in all of Canada, I kept thinking it is crazy to live here. If I had to pay crazy taxes and it was warm, I'd be okay with that. But to pay the crazy taxes and freeze your butt off for over half the year, that's just dumb. Dumb. So I'm kind of like, I'm out of here. So good. Adios. Crazy town is coming to Canada. Oh, it came. It took until 2015, but it came like a hurricane. And now you guys are paying for it. Sorry. And you will be paying for it forever, actually, because your birth rates collapsed. Taxes, everything going to be going up. You're going to need to bring in people from other countries who don't necessarily think the exact same way you do. That's not good. It's not going to end well. And that's what I love about Mexico, because here, Mexico, as crazy as things appear sometimes, the government's still a lot less onerous here than it is north of the border. Now, prices have gone up. I think we paid $600 for our construction permit, $600 US, which is, I don't know, 780 Canadian dollars. What does it cost in Canada or the US to get a construction permit? Is it less than $780 or $600 in the US? I don't know. Oh, and we decided we are not building that threeplex in our backyard. Not right now, anyways. Only because we're buying houses so much less than to build the house. It's it's crazy right now. And all of these
construction materials are, though, at an all-time high, even down here.
And the workers
are getting paid more too.
They're gouging.
Because they can.
They can. I think it's fantastic. But
Bill said that they will soon find out how we'll make out with the heat and humidity instead of the weather in Edmonton. You just have to make sure you get solar panels, Bill.
Yeah, with solar panels, I'm telling, just do it. When we lived...
Or shares in CFE, one of the two.
When we first decided, like when we were going to live in this house, and we said, we're only going to be here for a year, because I'd said, maybe we should get solar panels. And we're like, and now this was 17 years ago, over 17 years ago. And we're like, no, we're only going to be here a year. Well, we ended up being 9 years in that house.
But we were younger. We could deal with the heat better.
That's true. You were younger.
You were the same age?
Mm-hmm. I'm still younger now.
I didn't even hardly touch you.
2 years and a day.
Yeah, people know that, John. They all know that.
Oh my gosh, everybody knows 2 years and a day.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
I think it is. Okay, I freeze for 10 and a half months. Leslie, I'm sorry. I am so sorry. Mm-hmm. I did too. When I was saying 6 months, I was being generous. I was cold all the time. Christie was in bare feet our entire marriage up there. She would also be in the wintertime pregnant typically. And her coat, it would be like minus 20 outside and her coat would be open and she'd be like, so hot.
I was really only pregnant one winter because the girls were both born in November. Spencer was August.
Whatever. She's very, she's fine in the cold.
So Randy is saying that Vancouver gas price this morning is $2.23 a liter. Here it's about $1.50 a liter, which is still ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. Guys, it's crazy how this world...
Eva said she sent me a picture of the snow in her backyard. That just breaks my heart.
Yeah, I think Eva sent that to me. And I think that's where I saw that.
Oh, right there, yeah.
Yeah, that is...
Some green, but way too much white.
But the good news is you're killing your mosquitoes. So if there's anything good about the snow this time of year, you're killing your mosquitoes. Right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Is it possible to get solar panels if you have a condo? No.
Not necessarily.
Not usually.
If you don't have the penthouse, even if you have the penthouse, odds it's tough. But sometimes if you
it would have to be a very amicable condo complex to be able to do that.
Yeah.
And there's not a lot of them.
There really aren't. Like, guys, you need to understand if you're buying in a condo, you have many owners. You're just one voice.
So gas per gallon is $4.20.
Here?
No, in Texas.
Wow.
Diesel is over $5 a gallon.
Yeah. Chris says we are going to have mid to high 20s here this week in London, Ontario. It is warmer generally in Ontario because I remember as a child growing up in Sault Ste. Marie, and my birthday was always summertime. But in Edmonton, 1 year out of all of my years there was I ever warm.
Poor baby.
On my birthday. And my birthday's the middle of April.
Yeah, April 15th, the day after mine. So yeah, I'm 2 years and a day older than you.
Thank you, honey. You are. The horse is even laughing.
I don't know what to do with him.
Yep. So what can we tell these fine folks today? What's going on with us? We have showings at Tabachine. Are we doing the showings?
The one today got canceled.
Okay. Now we are watching the girls today.
Yes.
How long are we watching? Oh, until they're done at
Probably
the
a lot less time now because Zach doesn't get to do it. Chuita can, but Zach can't.
When you go to the tax department here, people are always like, oh, Mexico is so backwards and stuff. They've been scanning your retina for 17 years, 18 years. I remember going there, scanning my retina and my fingerprints. If I am lost, they've got everything about me. Or if they take me out, they just erase me.
Eva says, yucky mosquitoes.
Yeah, very true. Now, I found a great fishing guy here, and I believe it's called High Tides. And it's in Vallarta, and it's not inexpensive, but it's not terribly, it's not inexpensive, but it's not terribly expensive either. But they catch fish, man. These guys catch fish. They go like 50 miles, and they catch fish. The reason I know is the guy who we used with Rob, who was supposed to be this great guy, did not work out tremendously. He had 9 ratings on Google, and they were 5 out of 5. Well, mine was a 3 out of 5 after I explained exactly why. I wrote a long email about everything that was wrong with that day. But this guy, they own property. They have chefs that cook the fish for you. It's just another thing to do here. And it's not terribly expensive. I think for the day, you can go up for 12 hours, and it's like $800. And you can have up to 4 people on the boat.
That's way less than what you spent for shitty fishing.
Probably. Especially because we went for the day, and the day was when he decided, not when we decided. For me, the day is like all day. We had to go fishing for bait for 2 hours. Didn't catch anything because of the red tide, he said. If you know you got a red tide, buy some.
Yeah.
Don't waste 2 hours where you're spending a lot of money to get bait. That was just dumb. I was so pissed off that day. Like everything about it.
Let it go. It's done.
Grr.
Yes, Randy, today is Mother's Day in Mexico.
Yes. So Christie has celebrated Mother's Day from Monday, Tuesday, or Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. So are we done now? Can we finish this damn charade?
What are you doing for me today for Mother's Day?
Maybe I'll take you out for dinner. Are we doing anything tonight? Then maybe I'll take you out.
Okay. I'm game.
We're going to Carl's Jr., everybody. I didn't think I'd get off that easy.
Actually, Carl's Jr. is more expensive than some of the other restaurants we go to.
It is true.
Oh, dear.
Now, you can get a filet mignon here for still, you can get 250 pesos, right?
Yeah.
Like that is,
guys,
and it's a nice piece of meat. And if you go to Cooley's, I think right now is pretty much our favorite Bucerias restaurant. Granddaughter's here.
What, Ame?
We had a chat, and obviously the chat didn't stick.
It's stuck for 20 minutes. That's pretty good.
It is good. So here's Ame. Say hello.
Say good morning.
So yesterday, this is how Monica and Tony found my family, my son and daughter-in-law, and the grandchildren. What does it say on here? Oh, it's got
all kinds of words.
Yeah, it's got like, what is a fun word? It's like one of those management signs where it says like stress and kill the clients and things like that. But they put that on a dress for a young daughter, their young granddaughter, I guess, for us. Why is she cuddly like this?
I don't know. She just wants to cuddle with Nana.
Has she been up late, or was she up early this morning?
Well, they were probably up late last night because of the electricity.
Yeah, that didn't go off until after 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
There you go. That's perfect. That way the dentist can actually say what's wrong with your... Look at there now. Any dentists out there that can tell us if she's got any teeth issues? I do apologize that they're both here now.
Yeah, that's right. It wasn't working. Want to pick up Taylor and let her say hi to everybody, honey?
Sure. Come here, Taylor.
She was just telling me that last night in her house, her fridge was not working.
So say hello.
Don't we have the most beautiful little grandbabies?
Say hello. You're going to say hello?
She was all shy with Shirley, too.
Hello.
Okay.
She's saying hello. All right, you're going to go watch television?
We're going to say goodbye.
All
okay,
right.
Can you say goodbye to everybody? Say thanks for joining us this morning.
Yeah, grandkids. All right. Adios, guys. We will see you tomorrow.
Have a great